Hey everybody, it's BrickBlaze here, and guess what? It's finally arrived. I know you've heard me talk about it on streams before. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you haven't been paying attention. Maybe you have no clue what I'm talking about. But my Polymega system has finally arrived. So this video is going to be an unboxing of this console, and then I'm also going to add in some brief gameplay footage, and then my initial reactions to it. And then in a few weeks after I've had some experience with it and installed a bunch of games and played a bunch of games, then I'll come back and do a full thoughts video. My true thoughts are, and whether it was worth the time and the money. So without further ado, let's get to the opening portion. Okay, hopefully you guys can see this well and you can hear me well. I'm assuming so. But so this is, of course, the front of the box. Got the side of the box here with the picture of the controller. We got the back of the box. Tells you what you can play. Play classic cartridge games, classic compact disc games, digitize your game collection, explore the history of video games, play in 1080p HD with virtual display. It's online ready. Bonus games preloaded. There's the other side of the box. So as you can see, the tape is on the bottom side. So let me get my handy dandy scissors here, and then we're gonna slice her open. Okay, there we go. There we go. Hopefully I've not done too much damage to it. Now we will flip it over. It's going to be it's going to be upside down a bit. So we got the spinner around. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to slide the top off. Boom. Look at that. Console right there on the top. That's kind of impressive. Not put in a bag or anything. That's a little odd, because normally they come in bags and stuff. And it looks like there's already a hair on it. I don't know what if that came from the factory or from me or what. But let's pop the console out. The foam bit came with it. Oh, there's my controller. Get that new console smell. So here is the underside. Right there is the slot for the SSD that you can put in. Not too much going on the bottom side. Front side's got the disc tray, and we got 2 HDMI ports, and then there's the power button. Back side, fan, SD card slot, Ethernet, HDMI, power cord. Sorry, it's a little blurry. It's hard getting the camera to focus when this stuff is kind of close to it. I don't know what this... Okay, this is the USB dongle I'm going to assume for the controller. It's tiny. We don't want to lose that. Let's get the controller up out of here. Okay, look. Very much designed like a PlayStation controller, and I appreciate that. That is my favorite designed controller. I know that is a point of contention for a lot of players. Some prefer the Xbox, some prefer Nintendo. I've always been a fan of the PlayStation. So let's see. Feels kind of solid. It feels kind of like a PlayStation 1 controller, honestly. It's much lighter than I was expecting compared to the newer controllers. The sticks click in. Sticks are kind of nice. D-pad feels very old school. So, which I guess is appropriate because we're gonna be playing, mostly retro games. Got select turbo, clear, start, turbo. Look at that, a turbo button on there. That's awesome. And then X, Y, A, and B buttons. And we got dual triggers up the top. I'm going to assume charging port for that. Alright, we will set the controller over here. Move my mouse out the way. Okay, there we go. And then let's see what's in the little box. I'm going to assume my charge cable. Yep, here we go. Instruction manual. And we got charge cable for the controller. We got HDMI cord. Hopefully it's long enough for this to sit where I want it to go. We got the power brick. And the other cord for the power cord. There we go. Let's try and do all that upside down. Alright, perfect. So that's everything that's in the box. And we're going to go ahead and switch off to the other camera, and we'll continue from there. Okay, here we are. We've got it out of the box. It is connected up. You can see it says no signal there. I'm getting ready to power it on for the first time. And then we'll only be on this screen for a few minutes because then it's going to ask me to connect to my internet. And I'm not giving you my Wi-Fi password. But anyway, here goes nothing. Okay, we got it powered on. So hopefully everything is connected properly. Oh. What? I mean, it seems to... Oh, there we go. Look at that. Woohoo! Polymega screen. Nice animation. Okay. There we go. Yep, the controller is plugged in. Yep, I got the blue light on there. That's good. I don't know what 2S means. Hold that for 2 seconds. Oh, there we go. Yeah, English would be the language I definitely want. Choose the region where the system is being used. North America. Yep, that's me. And, you know, of course, you got to agree to all this stuff now for everything. There we go. We're going to accept that. Data handling and privacy, we're going to accept that. I probably just sold my soul to Polymega. I guess right now I'm okay with that. We'll see how the system actually functions. So there we go. Wow, it's already up on the screen. Like I said, it does have some built-in games. Looks like we got Viper, 40 Winks, Rescue the Embassy Mission, Battle Squadron, Top Racer, Iron Commando. So that says it's a Super NES, Super Famicom, so it's like Japanese and American version of the game. Top Racer Super Famicom is the Japanese version. Battle Squadron for the Genesis. I used to have that game, I think. My dad did back in the day on the Genesis. Rescue the Embassy Mission's an NES game. 40 Winks is a PlayStation game. And then Viper says PSE, so I'm assuming a European PlayStation game. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop this bit of the recording. We will be back once I put my first game in, but first I need to connect to my Wi-Fi and get the system updated. Okay guys, here goes the first game in the system. And as voted on my TikTok poll, it's going to be Street Fighter Alpha 3. I'm hoping for no issues, because apparently a few people have been having issues. So, fingers crossed. If you can see, over there in the other corner, I have the camera pointed on the console, so we can watch the glorious disc go in, and it should read, hopefully there's not too many scratches and scuffs on there. Yeah, for those that didn't know, PlayStation 1 games were black on the bottom, on the back. Anywho, here goes nothing. Okay, took it. Got the disc read up in the corner, that's good. Seemed kind of hungry, right? You push it in for a little while, it's kind of stiff, and it's like, hey, gimme! And then it took it from me. Okay, so it's reading the disc. Yep, I hear it spinning up, that's good. So what's cool is you can see how it says My Collection, PlayStation, PlayStation PAL, NES, SNES. So the games, there's Street Fighter Alpha 3 right there, so I can play it. So it'll play off the disc, obviously, or I can hit Manage, which is what I'm going to do right now. And I can add to my collection and install. That is exactly what I want to do. So this will track all of your classic games and things like that, everything you put in the system. And it actually installs them to the system, and you can also, of course, as you've seen earlier in the video, there's a slot on the bottom for an SSD, so I can put an SSD in there for more storage space. Also, according to the little instruction manual I was reading, I can plug in an external hard drive too, just like any other console. So theoretically, I can back up my entire collection of classic games to this console and not have to use the discs anymore. That's pretty sweet, because I'm still playing the legit copy of the game, and it doesn't cause wear and tear and damage on them. So one of the other things that I didn't, while it's doing this, switch over to the other camera scene. So one thing that I did not get, just due to funds at the moment, is the other modules. So I can literally only play the disc games like PlayStation, Saturn, that kind of thing. Eventually, I will. I'm gonna start with getting the Super NES module first, but basically, it plugs right on the front of the console, and then you just put your Super Nintendo cartridge in there. Same thing as this is doing. I can install those to the game, and then I don't have to use my cartridges again. There are 4 current modules available. It's NES, Super NES, Sega Genesis, and TurboGrafx 16. They are supposed to announce their 5th module before the end of this year. So I'm pretty excited to find out what that will be. The catch is I'm going to be waiting for a little bit, just due to they're still trying to fulfill all their orders from all their pre-orders and things like that. So I won't be getting one of those modules till probably the middle of next year is when they'll have them available, which is completely fine by me, because I've got, like maybe 15 or so Saturn games and 10 or so Sega CD games, but I got close to like 180 PlayStation 1 games. So I have plenty of stuff to play and stream for you guys. All the classics. I got Spyro, I got Crash Bandicoot, we got all that stuff. So we'll be back in just a brief moment with some gameplay once this is done installing. Okay guys, here we go. And I hope everybody's sticking with me. I know this is going to end up being a long video, but I felt it was kind of important to put this out there. So here it is in my collection. You notice the Street Fighter Alpha 3 was 527.330 megabytes. Megabytes. That is so small. There are game saves now, just your save, that are bigger than this entire game is, which is nuts. So this is the collection, apparently, of PlayStation 1 games I have. So here's the one they gave me, here's mine that I put in there. And you can break them down by alphabetical, genre, how many players can play the game, the year it was released, the rating, those are unrated of course, whether I have it installed or whether it's a disc in my collection. So that's sweet. I really I like how, like, playlists, I can make playlists of, like, these are my favorite games, these are my 2-player party games, and all kinds of stuff. Media, so these are I'm gonna assume is like advertisements for stuff, because I know, like, the Polymega Turbo Module Legacy Vault, I believe these are the games that are included when you buy one of those modules. So when you buy the TurboGrafx module, these would be the included games, because I do believe they pack in 5 or 6 games per each one. So, like, here's what's included in the Super NES one, and the Power Module Legacy Vaults NES. Yeah, I missed NES for some reason. I don't know why. Oh my God, Treasure Master! I remember that game coming out. And we've got the Genesis. Tinhead, I remember that. Sword of Sodan, I played that back in the day. And these are, it says, made with NES Maker. So these are technically like homebrew games that you can get on there, which is awesome. So they have a massive database. When it's connected online, it gets all the information. So, like, when I installed Street Fighter, it got all the information from the database, like when it was released, all that kind of stuff. It's freaking awesome. So anyway, let's give the game a roll. I can play it. I can start a new game, start classic mode, and you can apply patches. So if you have the Japanese game, which I do have a couple, and if somebody's made a fan translation, I can actually download that fan translation to a USB drive off my PC, and then plug it in, apply the translation, boom, I'm playing the game in English. It's awesome. So we shall start new game with enhancements enabled. And we'll just play for just a bit, and then go ahead and end the video. And like I said, I will come back, do another video with my full, after I've had a few nights to play with it, maybe a week or two, and we'll come back with the full-on, all my thoughts, and whether I think this is a system you guys should purchase. Oh, it looks really weird seeing it as just like a square in the center. We'll go ahead and skip the intro. We don't need to see that.
Street Fighter Alpha 3!
Alright, we're just gonna arcade mode and go for it, you know what I'm saying? Oh, look at those old school, blurry, digitized graphics.
Select your character!
Boy over here. Finn.
Select your fighting style!
See if this controller may not be broken yet. Oh, I sure. I may have to change the button layout. There you go. Now loading. Load times are long today.
Hey, come on! Stand up! Go for it, man!
Yeah, we have to change the colors. Yeah, suck it, Mega. Oh no! Yeah. So the controller feels very, very light, like I said, compared to what I'm used to. That's the other cool thing too. When you get the modules for the various systems, you can actually use the controllers from the various systems. And I have seen people using PS3 controllers online, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. Definitely, if I'm going to play this to play serious, I need to change the buttons the way I want them. Yeah! So we'll end on that super finish note. So here we go, guys. Thank you very much for watching this. I hope you stuck it out to the end. I will be doing streams of retro games and things now, since I have this. That's really the sole purpose I bought it for, so I could play the old games on the modern stuff and play it for you guys. So thanks for watching. You guys have a wonderful day.